I have the wrong sandwich in front of me, so I can't do DSP Tries It. This is completely wrong. After yesterday, whoa. Yesterday went down crazy, man. Yesterday, I announced that basically I had a whole bunch of new cards to unpack, including Disney Lorcana, Pal World, and a new box of One Piece cards. That's a new set. And people went crazy, man. People went nuts. People wanted to see the cards, and they supported in droves, and we ended up opening a ton yesterday. 7 packs of Lorcana, the entire box of Pal World, and 4 or 5 packs of the Prismatic Evolutions bonus stuff. So, good stuff, right?
Nope. It's the past. Sorry.
Yeah, that was an amazing day. Today, obviously, more of the same. We can't do Pal World. We already opened the whole box yesterday. But today we got to determine, do you want me to continue to open Disney Lorcana? Do you want me to break into the box of One Piece that's new? Do you want me to go back to the Pokemon Pitch Black cards? I don't know. We have to figure that out so we know what we're doing today, okay? Just saying, you got to be skeptical in 2026. There's a lot of people out there who are in it for the grift. And then we have 220 with 500 kicks saying we need to know if the Safeway picture is real. Now, here's the thing. I didn't know what on earth you guys were talking about yesterday because no one brought it up or explained it. All you had to do was tell me what was going on, and I would have been like, oh. So someone finally told me about it last night on the late stream. So here's what happened. Back, probably a couple months ago. I'm not exactly sure when it was, but it actually wasn't recently. It was a bit ago. I was at the grocery store, and someone recognized me. And they said, hey, are you Darkside Phil? I said, yup. And he was like, wow. The guy was actually like, how can I say? He almost seemed starstruck, is the best way to describe it.
Oh, that's so lame.
Like, he couldn't believe that he was meeting me in person. To me, it's like, who cares? I'm no one. I'm just some dude who streams on the internet. Like, who gives a shit, right? But the guy was kind of like taken aback, like, whoa, it's DSP. I can't believe it. Now, the guy was perfectly nice. And he was like, can I get a picture? I said, sure. So we posed or whatever. He took the picture. And then he just said, oh, man, it's so cool to catch you, in real life. And he says, all right, I hope that you have a good day. And that was it. Like, that was the entire interaction. And that was the end of it. So people ask me all the time, hey, did you ever run into people in real life who recognize you or whatever? And how did they react and how do you react? It was a perfectly normal, reasonable interaction. He was a nice person. I gave him a picture and that was it. To be honest with you, I was surprised that no one brought it up because I know how much people stalk my stuff on the internet and look for, oh, look, here's something to do with DSP, right? So it's been months, I think. I want to say this happened probably like June. I could be wrong. I think it was like earlier June. So for 2 months to have passed and no one found it, those crazy, obsessed trolls must be slacking to take this long to find it. But I guess people are saying they found this picture on the internet and now all of a sudden the detractors are talking about it. Why? I'm here on camera literally every day. You get to see me in full HD. Why does the picture matter? Are you fucking stupid? The answer is yes, you are.
What an ass. Okay.
If you think that picture is any different than when you see me here all day, every day, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, huh? What? You're weird. You're a fucking obsessed weirdo. Anyway, so there was no problem at all. And that's that. So that's it. Also, I got, of all things so weird, I got an email. All right? And the email says, so I saw the picture of you at the supermarket. And it says, I think your camera filter or your camera settings are bad because every day on camera, your face looks overflushed. Like every single day on camera, your face looks like it's red or irritated. But in the picture, your face wasn't red or irritated. Someone actually sent me this email. Okay? So I'll let me make a formal response. I'm normal. I'm a normal person. Maybe many of you are not, if this is your reaction to seeing a very arbitrary picture of me on the internet, but I'm a normal guy. My skin isn't falling off my face. I have normal reactions when people have normal reactions to me. Like, it's very normal. Honestly, kind of very boring, okay? I don't know what you were expecting. If you're wondering about my face, you say, oh, his face looks flushed. Like, right now I'm looking at my camera, and I would argue my face looks a little pink. Do you want to know why? Look at my room. What's going on in my room right now? There's lights. The lights shine on my skin. Hence, my skin looks a certain way because I have LED lights on in my room. So of course my skin looks a certain way here as composed or compared to me being out in the open in a grocery store where it's all that blinding white or blue light that they have to light the store. Of course I'm going to look different. Literally normal people would not have any kind of reaction to this entire situation. They'd just be like, oh look, there's a nice picture of DSP at the supermarket. That's nice. And they would immediately move on. Instead, you guys yesterday kept like tagging, like saying and alluding to this picture in my chat without ever explaining to me what the hell you were talking about. Like it was some kind of a super secret or something. It was a picture I took with someone and I willingly gave them permission to take it. So why would I care that it's on the internet? This isn't some like covert thing. All I'm going to say is a lot of people are freaking weirdos. Not the guy who took the picture. He's the most normal guy in this whole situation. He had a normal reaction. He saw someone who he knew from the internet. He thought it would be cool to have a picture. He was a little starstruck, but he was very courteous. And that was the end of the interaction. You guys reacting like this are fucking weirdos. Like acting like it's some big deal. Oh, your skin looks different. Yeah, it's called light. Did you ever hear of the concept of light? Here's the best way to explain it so you'll understand it. Right now I'm playing Dark Souls 2 with the path tracing mob. It makes the light ultra realistic. So when you're in a room with no light, you can't see. When you're in a room with colored light, things are that color. When you're in a room with a certain kind of white light, everything looks white, right? That's called lighting. It's a concept most people get when they're a child. So yes, my skin looks red right now because I'm surrounded by red lights that are blinking in my room. Anyway, people are really weird. I just don't understand it. Very bizarre. But there you have it. That's the story. That's not a story. And by the way, like I said, if anyone ever, sees me in real life and just says hello and wants a picture, I have never said no. There's been a couple times people have actually asked me to autograph stuff. Now, that was ages ago. Like, a normal person today wouldn't ask me to just autograph something out of the blue. But back in the day, if I was like at a tournament or a gaming convention, they'd ask for my autograph, and I would always give it because I'm honored. That's nice that someone thinks that you're important enough that they want to actually, like, take a picture or get an autograph. I would never say no. The only time I would say no is if there was a real reason. Like, I'm going into my car, and now you're trying to pull me out of my car to get a picture. I probably wouldn't do that. Maybe I'd roll the window down. You can take a picture of me in the window. You know what I mean? But outside of just normal interactions, it's fine. It's good. Big Larry Gaming, thanks for $1. He says, is it true your fans don't like Splatoon or that you dislike it? Is it the art style or gameplay? Raiders has been a lot of fun. When Splatoon 3 came out, which was many years ago at this point, I bought the game, I booted it up, and I played it for an entire 2 hours. By the end of the 2 hours, the entire stream told me it was the most boring thing they had ever seen and to stop playing it and immediately do something else. And I was like, are you for real? And they're like, yeah, it's just too boring. It's more of the same. It's the third time it's the same game again. And we just don't want to see it. This is kiddie stuff. Whenever I play a Nintendo first-party game, they're like, oh, it's kiddie stuff. It's not good. So I said, all right, well, I feel like I wasted money. And keep in mind, this was before I started doing much better for myself. So it was kind of an investment that was a wasted money. And I was miffed at it because I had thought that people were going to want to see it, and they didn't. So I stopped playing it. I never played it again. Take a look. He says, are we done with Pal World then? You tell me. Attendance is okay. Not great, but it's okay. Engagement, there's some people talking about the game and a bunch that aren't and say that the game is boring. And support is very bad. We played the game for over an hour. Within an hour, I made $7. I made more money just hanging out with you guys before I booted the game up than I did playing the game. So why am I playing the game? Up to 48 already. What a great head start on our milestones today to open some packs. We got to figure out what packs you guys want me to open today because we got options. In fact, we might do a poll to determine what cards we should, interact with today. Okay. So more Lorcana. You guys want more Lorcana today? I'm okay with that. I want a better hit than Mickey Mouse, that's for sure. That Mickey Mouse hit was not satisfying yesterday.
Why does everyone just say that all he does is talk about money and card openings? I don't get it. Well, because that's what gets them the view.
Whatever executive said this is a good idea, you should quit. You should go get another job. You are a terrible person at your job.